Guys, this is Realtor in the Loop.
And you're watching my GhostCast with Realtor in the Loop.
Welcome back to my GhostCast. I'm your host, Rez. And this episode, we're interviewing the Lambs again. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, man, these interviews have been amazing and they've been so fun, especially behind the scenes. I think we had like everybody at the shop when we were at the studio where we were recording. I brought pizza and stuff, and we were having a blast hanging out with the Lambs. And then Lydia's kids showed up. We had a blast. They ate all my pizza though, especially Tim. Thanks, Tim. You still owe me a pizza, buddy. This episode is pretty awesome. So just keep watching. Have fun and get creeped out.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to my GhostCast. This is the next episode. Today, I have our old buddies, the Lambs, David and Laura Lamb. Also, I have my mini co-host, Chiquita North Padre, is back with us. What's up, la gente? I gotta look this way. Sorry. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Lydia, anything?
Nope, I'm gonna wait.
No, you can.
Okay, questions already right off the bat. Do you have any creepy pictures?
I do, and I think it'll probably better for Dres to get them by email so he can put them on perfect timing with the thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, welcome back, David and Laura.
Hey,
All right. Well, cut. See, that's my favorite part of this. It's fun to do. Everybody's drinking.
I'm sober.
Feels like she's drinking. Or maybe I should be drinking because she's sober. Now, welcome back. So, tell us about yourselves. What have you guys been up to lately?
well, I'm just getting over some surgery, and so it's giving me some time off, which is I needed it with COVID-19 happening in the hospital. Thank God that it slowed down a lot by late September, and by October things are really dying down. So I'm glad for that. But man, it was a ride until that point. We're really busy, and in a way I can say I thank God I had surgery because it gave me that time to just reset and deflate and get my roots back together, and I'm feeling really good now. So thank God for that. And this has been my nurse and everything else. She's been taking care of me very good since November the 3rd. So it's awesome to have her.
And I mean this in the nicest, comfortable possible way. That's a pretty hot nurse you got there, buddy. Just giving you the
I agree.
the helping marriages stay together. Brought to you by Threads.
Yeah.
Anything? Laura, how about yourself? What's your experience so far? Anything since we last talked? Any updates? Tell us about David. Any pains David's being, for the audience?
No, just taking care of him. Like experiences, spiritual warfare? Or are you just talking about everyday living?
Just every day, kind of reintroducing yourself to the audience. Those
Gotcha.
guys who haven't seen their scary episodes, they're pretty awesome. So,
Gotcha.
I got a lot of feedback on y'all stories. A lot of feedback. People heard growls.
Yeah.
People, the smiley face creatures messed up a lot of girls and kids. So.
Yeah.
Good job. I want them to be scared.
Just I've been taking care of David, and just I get to see my grandbabies and taking care of them, and just everyday living and trying to avoid the TV, if you know what I mean, what's going on with the world. So I'm just, for me, I'm just in prayer a lot. Every day is a spiritual battle. It never goes away. So I'm just in the front lines praying for my husband, our church, my family, and everything. I did recently, though, 2 days ago, right? It was 2 days ago. I found out on an evening that I lost my uncle to COVID. Now that's really close, and that stung. I'm kind of getting over the shock. It was really sad because he's one of the last of my dad's brothers living in Texas. Now it's just my dad. Then I have an uncle in Nevada, and then I have an aunt in Chicago. So when we moved from Oregon to here, there was like maybe 10 or 11 of them. Now we're down to just my dad. And the sad thing was my uncle didn't want to go to the hospital because he didn't want to be on the ventilator and in the hospital alone. But he ended up dying alone. So by the time the ambulance got there, he was already gone. So my dad's really crushed right now. I think he's still in shock. And he's kind of reevaluating life because he's 73 years old. And he's just like, you know what? Life's too short. Whatever you got beef with anybody, move on. Mm-hmm. Just move on. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Just living and loving life, even in the dark.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Most of the audience probably doesn't know this because most of these are recorded ahead of time. But I too was in the hospital. So with COVID, I almost died. But
I gave it to him.
Probably. I can smell it. She got that Corona smell. She was drinking beers. Yeah. But I whooped its ass just like I would probably whoop hers. So.
Yeah, no, man. I know I got really concerned about you, Perez, and I sent you a couple messages here and there to see how you were doing, but it was like right after our first interview too.
I was like
immediately after, and I was like, what?
It was like about half of the week when I got home, and what was really jacked is that I got to find out my doctor let me kind of see with the doctor's notes. I don't know. I might have to mute this, but they thought I wasn't gonna make it. They're like, yeah, let's get the bed ready for the next guy. Wow. There were short beds and the hospital was full. So it was a battle for rooms. So
no, God has a different plan for you.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, and I'm here to whoop some ass.
Yeah.
Kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yeah.
Well, I have my corona story. It's fast. So my aunt got corona, and they did the whole intubator and the breathing machine and that whole, she was 80. And well, she had a DNR that everyone had ignored, and she couldn't say anything or do anything because she was stuck on the machine. She beat COVID. She got past, she was this close to beating COVID. They took the machine off of her. She had lost her sister. She had lost her mother. And then a year ago, she lost her baby son, who wasn't a baby, but he was her baby. And so once they take the machine off of her, she's like, what are you doing? I wanted to die. I'm ready to go. And she said, take the machine off. If I'm gone in the next couple of days, leave me alone. And her husband said, are you sure? She said, yes, I'm ready to go. So they took her off the machine, and boom, in 2 days, she was happy.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. That's good news.
So she picked that.
Yeah. we have a squirmer down here moving about us. For those of you guys don't know, we have actually a full house. We got a lot of people here watching this show live. So I'll be expecting hate mail later. I know there's a lot of haters out there. I'm looking forward to your emails. Those are pretty cool.
Wow.
You get the Asian ones. Hey, you're too fat. Oh, thank you.
Really? You're joking.
Are you a fluffy?
No, I'm kidding. Am I? You never know. Either way, guys, they got a story for us. Kind of, they're going to tell about their background at their house, David.
Yes, we're going to have two stories for you today. One is going to be about the last house we lived in before this one, and then the next one's going to be about a special exorcism we did on a house in Lorenzo's house.
Wow. Okay. That's going to be awesome. All right, guys. Well, we're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back Again, this is Therese, your host. I got my mini co-host.
Chiquita North Padre.
And our guest today is David and Laura Lamb. All right, guys, we'll be right back.